Hey guys, so today we're gonna be reviewing all our 2022 videos. So let's begin. So yeah, this was the first video I made on the channel. So I didn't make one for January or February. It was released on March 18th, 2022, which was my birthday, and that was also the start of my channel. So yeah, this video started my channel, and this is the first grounded video I made towards course, like how you get grounded. And then this was the time when I started the Orphan Classic Get Grounded too. And we also went to Virology back in March. And after that we went to Hanford Mall. And then we did the first gaming video on this channel when we played Daycare. And we put No Longer Enemy. I don't want to talk about this. And then Orphan Classic Door. When they deleted all Arthur's homework. And then this was when we played Vacation Story in 2022. And then the Cookie Crisp song, the Gurney Mills vlog, the first ever Gurney Mills vlog, which was released on March 28th, 2020. Then a chorus towards Coyote video with Orford when they push Arthur down the roof. And then we were playing Escape the Bakery. And then we released it, the Battle Fortress, around the world intro. And then we made a cheesecake factory video, well, almost Dave and Buster's and Home from Mall, but the video started at Cheesecake Factory. And this was the Going to Chicago vlog. And hanging in Hilton, and in Chicago, and we went to Star Parks on the second day. We went home from Chicago. We filmed us going home from Chicago, and then this was the series premiere of Battlefield Trip Around the World. And then Classic Door gets grounded big time. You won't remember that video from April, except for you new fans. And if you guys watched it. And then Course Tours is Fight at Work gets grounded. And then yeah, we went to and then when Classic Caillou crushed his dad's car and got busted. And then Lane escaped the bull back in April. And they started an Ultimate Dragon road trip back in April as well. And we went to Virology. And the Ultimate Dragon road trip hit for the second part. And nothing but cake and an Easter egg. And bunny eggs for Easter. And the Ultimate Dragon road trip part 3 came. And Orpher tries to cancel the outcome. None of these are special. And then Lip's birthday, which is private as of this day. And then Karen, the series premiere of the Karen and Terrence series. Basically the only Karen and Terrence series for April. Was released on the 22nd. Then the elimination intro for Battlefield. And then this was our first day. And we did not upload anything when we went down the flight. And we're gonna move on to the next page to what we made with the next scene. And then this was for the first night we went the City Walk and then the Universal Studios. Our second day we were at the theme park. And our third day we just stayed at Islands of Adventure. The fourth day we went back to the studio. And for Lip's birthday we went to Volcano Bay. And then we went to the ping pong at night. And then we went back to Universal Studios for April 28th. Well, I don't really count that day. And yeah, sorry, the April 29th did not ever come out. But the last day did. And the second episode of Battlefield Trip Around the World came out the day after we left Universal. and the Morrison reboot came out. And if you're wondering where the 6th episode was for a while, that it's going to be discontinued. The series. I discontinued the series. And then early Caillou gets Caillou detention for that meaning. This video was inspired by SpongeBob. And then all the troublemakers were mean though. Others. And then the Karens and troublemakers took. I remember when they took Emily to court. And this was when they forced Matt to go animate to the videos. And these were the first 2 Six Flags videos I made. I just only put Six Flags Great America, so we know which location they are in. Anyway, moving on. I remember uploading. I remember doing a winning gaming live stream. I might continue that this next year. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. This was we moved 7 to a new elimination area because I had to return that pin to my teacher. And then I remember this day when we went to Dave & Buster's in Allison, Illinois. About our local one is Friend Hills. And this was when we started the battle for on the World Stories. And if you were wondering where the 4th episode of that series was, we're also gonna discontinue that. And these 2 videos were our piano vs. Idol videos, one private and one in public. And now, this was when we joined Wanna Games live stream in Greenville. Anyway, moving on. And this was when Taurus and Orpha shaved the whole World Ball. And here's the second Six Flags Great America vlog. And then the second Morrison reboot. So then this Memorial Day special. And a video for the last day of school when some failed the 7th grade. And then we played camping during the summer. Then natural disaster survival and went to Huntford Mall and Dave & Buster's that day. And then we went to Battle for Trooper on the Wolf. And the 3rd episode of Battle for Trooper World came out back in June. And Camping 2 also came back out in June. And Karen and Taryn become the manager at Colors in June also during the summer break. And then of course the Brad video the series premiere of Gets Grounded came out. Back it was also when I started watching Kate Butowski. I think it was before, it was back in May, and then a month later I just started a Brad series. And then my dad's 36th birthday. Then Classic Door refuses to take a shower. And we were playing epic mini games this day. And then Brad and Orpha Day on the Willing Lanes and get screamed. And yeah, Orpha was the first troublemaker Brad interacted with. And Crumble Cookies vlogs all came out. And then Battle for World Stories, the 2nd episode came out. Then Classic Caillou installs Classic Wars came out. And the 3rd episode of Morrison Review came out. And then, yes, it's a Brad video. Brad punches Brianna, blames Cake, and gets grounded. It came out. And then we were playing Hotel, a story game in Roblox. Alright, we gotta move on to somewhere else. Next row. And yes, I remember during this, we went to the Freeze at Farmer's Market. Also, we're also not gonna play clips of the videos too. We're just reviewing them, guys, if you're wondering. And then Orpha misbehaves at IHOP, I remember. And then this was the year Lightyear came out, that's why I made this video. The game's on the way to see Lightyear. And then we went to Central Park for the first time. However, this might be the only Central Park vlog I make, because I don't have any plans for the Central Park vlogs. I might make an SML parody one day. I don't know. Anyway, and Brad disrespects the babysitter, which was the the sequel to Brad Misbehaves to See Lightyear. And then Six Flags Grand, but the part 2s of Six Flags Grand America Vlog 3 came out. And yeah, I should have put these two videos together. Actually, starting in 2023, we're gonna put the videos together. And Classic Dora hires Karen to babysit her, and Karen got arrested. And if you're wondering why it's also in the Karen and Karen series playlist, that also counts as a Karen video since she got arrested. And if Karen did not get arrested, then in that case that would not count as a Karen video. Anyway, moving on. This was a Toys Kyron Early Caillou video with Boston Boys' card. And then Mansion. It's kind of not theming because it was posted on June and Halloween's actually in October, which is the fall. Anyway, moving on. And we just went to Farmer's Market that day. And then this was when Core's Stores Classic Use and Brad first interacted with each other. And stole Harold's car. And then Daycare 2. And of course. And then Karen and Tyrion the band free ice cream at Dairy Queen. This was also the first appearance with Gunther, Kirk's best friend in the series. That was his debut. And Fireworks at Graceland. It was made for kids because it's uploaded on my bedtime. And then Orphan Misbehaves during his COVID-19 booster and gets good. It came out. And then okay, hold on guys. Okay, there. And then we went to Overwise, and Battlefield Trooper on the Road came out. I put the little objects because it counts as the real pigs. And then Six Flags Great America 4 came out. I only put Six Flags Great America because it makes sense because it's that location and so that people don't get confused because there's a lot of Six Flags around the world. And then Morrison Reboot 4. This was based on Finding Nemo. And Classic Dora plays loud music at the mall. Yes. And then my first video for July, eToys and Course get demoted at work. And the 4th episode for the 11th anniversary of Brian gets in trouble at school. And Brian gets in trouble at school remake for the 11th anniversary special. And no, for you new fans, just in case, that day was not my 11th anniversary. It was actually the anniversary for the first Brian gets in. That was actually the 11th anniversary for Brian gets in trouble at school. We're new viewers like you guys. Haunted Mall 2 officially came out. And yeah, Brad, and then yeah, this was the first time when Brad interacted with Karen as well. I think that was the first video, I really don't know. And then yeah, we went for a hiatus for like 2 days. Before that, we went to Bubble Tea. So yeah, and then Cora starts a fight with Lynn Loud Senior came out. And yes, that was not my 1 year anniversary. That was just the 1 year anniversary it came out. And yeah, these guys were also the 1 year anniversary it came out. And I put late because these were not the original dates they were uploaded in. And the 5th Six Flags Great America vlog came out on July 9th. Classic Dora disrespects the babysitter and gets grounded. Then Classic Dora and Classic Caillou go to Dora Hub to try the new Minions menu. It gets came out. And Camping Trios and playing Escape the Diner. And the Morrison Reboot 5 came out, which is his birthday. Which is basically the final episode of Morrison Reboot because it got discontinued. And now, this was when Brad first interacted with Classic Dora. Because they never interacted until this video. Like, we never seen them interacted until this video, actually. And then Brad scares Brianna with a big fire alarm came out. I remember making this video back in July 16th. And then the Six Flags vlog came out. And yes, we didn't make one until September, which we'll get to that later. And Orphy refuses to do chores and Granny came out. And then I remember the day we went to Jacksonville. We went to Jacksonville Beach, July 19th. This was also our first day when we explored. And then day 2, we went to the beach near Margaritaville and driving around downtown Jacksonville. I had to private that. I really don't want to talk about it. Anyway, moving on. Explore the neighborhoods in St. John's. And yeah, this was a video of us was looking for houses. We don't know if we're gonna live in them or not. We don't know yet, guys. It's not official. And then go into the pool in Margaritaville Beach. Oh yeah. And then get an ice cream at Rita's and Neptune Beach. And yeah, when we walked around on our last night at Jacksonville Beach. I remember that day. Yeah, next route. Alright, now this was the day when we were flying home, July 23rd, 2022. And then this was the season 1 finale of Tourist Course Classic Higher Nearly Caillou gets grounded. And then when Orpheus sneak off to see minions to write a crew. And yeah, Karen and Taryn were in Caillou's birthday and yet Classic Door makes a grounded video out of Antonio Lombardo. Oh, and yeah, he's retiring. He was one of my favorite Go Anime users as well. Anyway, moving on, playing Airplane Story. And this was a motorcycle race at the Clay County Fairgrounds. And of course, the first official SMO parody I made, Brooklyn Guy Goes to the Beach. That's right. This was the first SMO parody I made, actually. And yeah, it was supposed to be released on July 30th, but it ended up being July 31st because we came home late, and I had to film that in the morning. I mean, like, the morning is kind of like night, so it would make sense. Like, when the sun rises up, it would make sense. But moving on, this was when Brad used his dad's laptop. And the season 2 premiere of Tourist Course Classic Caillou and Early Caillou gets grounded premiere. And then Junior. Here, of course, I decided to make off of iCarly. And playing Airplane Story 2. And that was the second story. And then Papa Pizza's Pizzeria. And of course, Chef Pee-Pee's Busy Day. You know, Chef Pee-Pee's like the personal chef for Braxton. He's more of a slave because he do everything. And then the 5th episode of Battle for a Trip Around the World. And we never got our floors changed. We only got it down for the basement. And Taryn Brow, Classic Door, and create Taryn OS and created and installed it on Cake's laptop. That was the second OS I made up because Classic Door was an original Troublemaker and there was a lot of OSs that I needed to make up. Like, there's no Terran OS, so I had to make it up, and no one made Classic Doors, so I had to make her. And then Tours and Cores get held back on the first day of school. I only filmed on the first. I didn't film on the first day of school because I can't film on weekdays. And of course, the SMO parody, the last one before school, the last one for the summer break, and then Airplane Story 3. And then, yeah, and that premiered on August 11th. And then Classic Door refuses to take out the trash. and it was premiered on August 12th. And then going to Niagara Falls, which is in Canada, because we live in the US, so I just put Canada in the title, so it would make sense. But you all know it's in Canada. Exploring Niagara Falls, and then we went on a boat, the waterfalls. That was a fun day. Hey guys, that was a fun day when we got a boat, and I remember we got my aunt, and then right to Niagara Falls. Then we went on the zip line. Sadly, we did not get to go. And then we went. This was when we came home from Niagara Falls and went back to US. And then after this, we uploaded Brad Gets Kind Of. And then playing Airplane Story 4. And of course, Jeffy became 18 that day. It was his official birthday, so I decided to make that. And then Escape the Hospital. I remember playing that. And then, I'm not gonna talk about this video. And this was when Orphanage Kate's birthday. Kate is like the youngest the Reed family, but T-Bone Anime made up Joseph. Then Battle for Trooper on World 6 came out. And then Woodfield Mall came out. Woodfield Mall vlog came out. That was to say. And then after 2 months of not making Six Flags vlogs, Six Flags Great America Vlog 7 came out. And I'm not talking about this. And the SML special Labor Day party came out. The SML Labor Day special. Then the Karens and Troublemakers during Kate's birthday, and then I remember that. Then renaming, and then this was when we renamed our YouTube channel to the channel we have today. Kate Butowski and SML Fan 2009. You only watch a little of Kate Butowski. I'm still a fan of it. And this was when Chai became Chef Pee-Pee's butler. And then Escape the Butcher Shop. And then the Orphan Gets Grounded Season 1 finale. When they force kicking gun for the Troublemakers. And then Junior Goes apple picking. And then Brad Classic Door and Karen solo kick stuff. And then Brad Classic Door got grounded. And then we went to Jeffy's house. So they actually moved there. I'm just using the same house and my room for all their rooms. When we move to Florida, hopefully we have extra rooms so I can be able to film the SML. Like I said, we don't know if we're moving yet, so don't worry about it. Childish Dad, and then the first ever Childish Dad episode, then the 8th vlog, and the SpongeBob song I made for the 13th anniversary of Nick changing their logo. Then the 7th episode of Battle for Trooper on the World was basically a pumpkin hunting episode. So we're gonna move on to the next page. And then this is when we went to Great Wolf Lodge. So and if you're wondering how I put the title, I never got to told you that in that video. If that's the hotel we went, I would put the title in there. Here. So that's what I put the title as. And you might expect more Wisconsin Dells videos on this channel. And going to the water park in Great Wolf Lodge. And the Wisconsin Dells Night Out. Oh it was processing on October 1st, and then it got published on October 2nd. And then River Rock and Top Secret. And then this was our final day. Every time we go to Wisconsin Dells, we stay 1 day in years. And then Tours Destroys Doors is and with him. And then the second Childish Dad video. Then when they moved into Jeffy's house, and Karen in turn became the principal. And then the ninth Six Flags vlog, and we played YouTube Story. And then, or the final Classic Door Gets Grounded episode for season 1. Then playing Baldi's Basics on Roblox. And then we made Jeffy Goes to Six Flags on October 16th. And then we had a Childish Death video. And yes, this is the curse video. Yes, this is the curse video. My sister came up with this title. And yes, if you're wondering why it's made for kids, because her friend can only use YouTube Kids. That's why. But if you're wondering, this video is not up to the age of 13 or 10, actually. Actually, I'm gonna make it 10 so Liv can watch it. Anyway, yeah, Piano Rock at Halloween Party and Jeffy and Junior's Halloween, of course. And then Brad Orford can turn toilet paper, the Patowski house. You know, when I first watched it, I used to call it Patowski, but since more people said Patowski, I just started saying it. Now I'm gonna move on. And then, yeah, this was the first video with the new YouTube poll. Look, right, I'm gonna put my computer on my bed. So, yeah, Childish Dad wants the old YouTube policy back. And then Battle for a Trip Around the World 8, the merge came. And this was when Logan brought back the SMO videos that were gone for a long time on the SLL channel. And then Six Flags Great America vlog 10. The 10th vlog, and if you were wondering where the 11th vlog was for a while, it's gonna return in May or April. Six Flags usually opens in April, but yeah, it actually might be April, as we would usually go during April too, I think. Anyway, yeah, and then Classic Door Oasis Tragedy, and then this was the President's Day special, Cody's French fry. Then this was a Veterans Day special, Warfare disrespects the veterans and gets grounded. This was the Veterans Day special. And Speedrun 4, and then The Nice Machine, and Tour's Cars Classic, and then cut his hair off. And then Robin sounds like a kid. Yeah. I actually made this joke up at school, and I thought it could turn into a meme one day. And then Type or Die, the 9th episode of Battle for a Trip Around the World, which is the last video for 2022. And it came out this month on the 3rd. And also, the 10th episode's gonna be moved to January 7th. And then Classic Door misbehaves during Christmas shopping. And then a song parody. The original was made by The Quiet Kid, Malachi Austin. And if you were wondering why I made that, he's actually my friend. I actually go to the same school as The Quiet Kid. Me and him both go to park, actually. Anyway, moving on. Childish Dad meets Santa. And Mr. Goodman's Elf. And then Brad prevents everyone from coming home. And the Christmas party videos never came out. Then we played epic mini games. And then Tours Chorus Classic Diner, like how you got getting snow inside. And then this was the introducing of Dave's parents when his family realized the truth about him. And then this was my second Christmas special. I only remember from about how many weeks was Christmas. I think it was about let me check on I can check. Okay, it was about a week ago. These Christmas specials were made just about a week ago. And then Jeffy and Junior's Christmas, and then I made a SpongeBob video, which was funny. And then Escape the School on Fire, I'll be, of course. And then Karen and Taryn I need to get Caillou to give him his car. And then, remember, I changed my profile picture to the current one you see right here, and you see in the bottom. And Gurney Mills Park 2, we were just there like 2 days ago, and walking around downtown Grace Lake, we were there 2 nights ago. And Childish Dan wants a mango smoothie. And last but not least, Classic Dora misbehaves at New Year's Eve. So yeah, that was all the videos for 2022, and this is including this one. So I have about 238 videos. Well, now I'm about to have 239 videos, because this includes this one. And now I'm gonna reveal the Grounded series I'm gonna make. So yeah, Matt Go Anime is making Joseph Gets Grounded, so I'm gonna plan to do Joseph Gets Grounded too. And it's Joseph from the Reed family, not the small Joseph. And yeah, I think that's the only Grounded series I planned for this. Well, yeah, I'm gonna plan some other Grounded series. I'll be posting on the community tab too what the Grounded series I planned. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed our whole operation of 2020, my 2022 videos. Give it a big thumbs up and stay tuned for videos in 2023. This is my final video for 2022, so bye.